Huh. Apparently the first EDF was actually a PS2 game.
Oh, wow. That's old.
Yeah.
It's
That's
very
cool,
old.
though. I like that. I don't know, it's nice
Yeah,
to see some series that, like, just transcend time.
Yeah, I
Almost.
mean, I would imagine that this game, if you told me this game was came from the PS2, I'd be like, yeah, I can definitely believe that.
Yeah. I mean, technically,
mean,
this is what, this is, I guess,
This is a generation after it. This would be from like the PS3 era, based on the graphical quality. But I mean,
where is Gemroth?
I guess I never really thought
that-
about it too much. But
Is this Gemroth? This is
like-
Gemroth. Gemroth, what did you do to yourself?
It's very funny to me because I think it's getting harder and harder to tell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, please stop, whoever is nuking the entire planet.
That's Pyro. Gemroth, Pyro, and I are all air raiders, so it's
Yeah, you guys with your different characters and different play styles. Me, I just prefer the jetpacks. Anyway, it's getting harder and harder, in my opinion, to like appreciate the difference in like graphical quality between newer and older video game consoles.
in
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
if other
cases.
people have a better eye for it, but like I am really having trouble seeing it nowadays.
I mean, we're kind of hitting that critical mass of realism where, like, in about 10 years, we could
Too expensive.
pretty much... Yeah, well, it's too expensive, but, like, in 10 years, we could probably perfectly replicate, like, what real life kind of looks like, more or less.
Yeah, more or less. Like,
And so after that, where do you go with like, game graphics? Because you can't really get higher def than...
I guess it would go towards trying to beef up physics simulations. But
Yeah,
I mean, that's not really in game graphics, but it's the same kind of thing.
I'm really looking forward to that point where it's not a graphical arms race, it's more of a processing and, like, physics and stuff, because, goddamn, like, games with good physics, or just crazy physics, are way more interesting to me than flat physics, which is just like, well, okay, I guess they died, and then they just kind of fall over, and that's just the end of it. Whereas this game, or, say, Dark Souls, physics.
Physics with, like, quotation marks, but, like, it's so wonky that it's like a single quote on one side and a triple quote on the other.
I want to get to the point where we have
I've
gimmick
been
Dark
knocked out, and I'm
Yeah,
not getting up again.
I'm driving to you, but I think Gemroth's gonna make it to you first because I'm slow.
What a pose. Hi, bye.
Bleh.
Thank
I just
Jimmy
want to
Jim.
play a gimmick Dark Souls game with like weird dumb physics. It'd be amazing.
You just smack somebody with like your fist and they go flying across the map.
Yeah, I've been having that happen actually in that's
The Great
That's a
Whoop
problem.
Sith boss fight is modded so that you have to like saddle her and ride her for
I
8
see.
seconds.
well, that's kind of Monster Hunter.
Yeah, kinda. I'm now picturing a game that's kind of like Gnarls Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, where it's like a very stupid world,
Jesus Christ.
but taking itself completely seriously. And I'm picturing like a post-apocalyptic bull riding sim.
That would
It's
be
like
magic.
mechanical bulls. Like
Were you-
it's in the world. Oh my god, I can see it now. It's sort of like the android's dream of electric sheep. All the animals in the world are dead, so there's just mechanical bulls. And what do you do as the last cowboy? And that's where the story begins.
I wonder how many like legit cowboys there are nowadays.
I don't know.
Probably not many.
Probably like 4, and they probably all aren't even in America.
Yeah. Well, I mean, probably in like Nepal and like the Himalayan
Yeah.
areas, there's probably tons. If
Yeah,
you count
I guess
them.
so. I know somebody that like legit his dream was to be a cowboy. I don't. Well. Okay, so I don't know what he was thinking or like what his plan was, but that was like his dream, was to basically go from like rodeo to rodeo as a cowboy, and all he did was just do like entertainment stuff. I know that's not what you're saying, because you know, you're thinking like like somebody that's not doing it for entertainment, but like somebody who actually worked as a cowboy. But he wanted to be like a rodeo cowboy entertainer type of person, and what I guess apparently what that means is you want to be a deadbeat dad who just goes like from state to state after like knocking a bunch of women up, because that's what he did for like 4 years, until finally they basically all caught up to him at once, and the dude had like 12 kids that he just abandoned, and he just got power fucked by the courts. I've never seen somebody just get wrecked, and then he fell off the face of the earth. And you know what? I think that he had that coming.
Yeah. I actually don't think I know anybody from like...
Hang on, I'm not ready. Oh, shit.
Well, you were the last one to ready up, so...
Well, I was hitting an enter for... Okay, it's whatever. $5 back in the Middle Ages, because I was going to respond to my chat, so I'm going to do that now. $5 back in the Middle Ages, the USA nor its currency were made yet, so it'd be worth no more than it was worth in paper. Oh yeah? Dicks are so smart? Money's not printed on paper then. Boom, out pedantic.
Cloth!
Anyway.
But like, actually, if they could reverse engineer how like money specifically, like the US dollar works, I bet they could get some pretty funky stuff.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like, they wouldn't have any ability to do that. A.
Maybe.
And B, there you go.
It depends on, like, what year it would be. I bet some, like, Renaissance era people could probably figure out some pretty cool stuff from just, like, how the US dollar is crafted, because it's got some, like, cool tech in there.
Yeah.
Even if it's, like, kind of, like, secret, nobody knows about it.
Well, I mean... Sort of. The one thing that I think they would be able to find really, really fascinating would be like holograms, because we have a couple. Or what are those things? Holograms are the things that that actually exist. Holographs don't. I don't know. They're both the same. Anyway, so the things that are built in that are like shiny and like 3D and stuff, those they would probably be able to reverse engineer. And but the actual way that the money is like woven together would probably be way beyond the capabilities of any sort of engineer, or I don't know what to call it, vellum smith. Like, what would you even call like a paper maker back in the Middle Ages?
I know the name for it, but not off the top of my head. It actually sounds cool. I think it's French, but I don't know what the name of it is right now.
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean...
What if my rockets hit things underwater?
I mean, everything sounds cool when you say it in French, though. Like, paper mache. Like, oh man, that's... Yeah. Oh. Oh, right, I forgot this mission where they come from the ocean.
Yeah. I'm not used to the bugs.
Good thing that you guys can kill them
without
my input whatsoever.
Did you see that spider?
Yeah, that spider was upside down. It was kind of adorable and sad.
On my end, it flipped up and like went so far into the sky that it like disappeared.
Oh, I didn't see anything like that.
It just went whoop, and it was gone.
I just saw a spider like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like flipped up on its back, and then it was like doing the turtle thing, and then it just died. Wow. How do you request bombing plans? Is that just like what your character does?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got, so my weaponry is request vehicle, request bomber, and request, and I guess satellite laser.
That's, so what you're saying is your character is a gigantic coward who never fights for themselves. Got it.
True. I'm so fucked.
Hi, So Fucked. I'm Bird. Nice to meet you.
Oh, this is bad.
Bird Dad.
Unfortunately, Bird Dad, I cannot fight my own battles. Come save
Do you
me.
need me to come save you?
So the ants got a lot closer to the beachhead than I thought they were going to get. So when it came down to it, they showed up just as my nagling self-propelled rocket showed up, and well, bing bang boom, my nagling
so
rocket
you blew yourself up.
Well, no, I didn't blow myself up. They blew it up before I could even like drive it a distance.
Aww.
Oh, I'm stuck in a truck. Yeah, that's the one unfortunate part. The vehicles are incredibly killable.
Hard to steer or something.
Well, that too, but the self-propelled rocket launcher specifically is pure butts in close range. Oh my god. Did Gemroth... Somebody has the anime skin. Bird, get over here.
Alright, where are you? Damn it, I ran out of
You're coming to
jetpack
me.
fuel.
You're close. I'll come to you. I'll try and come to you. Check this thing out.
Oh my god, what the hell is this?
It's the anime girl tank. I don't know... It's the...
What?
What is it? The Dream Club. Dream Club Zero skin.
Are you kidding me? Wow. That is
Yep.
garbage.
Yep. Oh, Oh, okay, it's this one. It's the next one that's awful.
Which one is this? The Return. Destroy the giant creatures. Oh, right. Yeah, I read a very interesting article where somebody asked, I don't remember a lot of the details, but somebody asked what would it be like if a bunch of 1920s engineers got a hold of a modern Boeing 747 to see like what that would do to the aviation industry. And the response was universally like it would be so advanced to them that they wouldn't be able to do anything with it.
Yeah,
It would
in that
just be
case,
like-
it probably would. They might be able
Yeah.
to figure out like some interesting things, but probably
Maybe.
not enough.
Yeah, they said that the internal components would be so far advanced, just in terms of like everything. Like they said, like they wouldn't even be able to learn new physics principles because they would just be so caught up on like the fact that they have no idea how the thing works in the first place that they wouldn't even be able to learn like new mathematical things about the way aeronautics works. But yeah, I don't not aeronautics, avionics. Yeah, I don't remember too much about what that article was like, but it's always a little disappointing when you're confronted with that sort of reality.
No. Oh, that's not mine. Okay, that's good.
Like, you know, there's always the question of like, what would it be like if I got sent back
Hey,
to the Middle
Gemroth.
Ages?
Gemroth, wait, no, Pyro, somebody, Pyro, can you turn around and break this bridge for me?
Are you stuck under a bridge?
No, my rocket tank is on top of the bridge.
Oh.
Either
Yeah,
that
there's
or
always, like-
Either that or
Yeah.
Gemroth just drove off with mine after dropping his on top. Well, I
Oh,
don't
so you
see it
summon the
there.
tanks and then you just get in them? Just drop down?
Yeah, a helicopter drops them off.
Oh,
Well-
that would explain the helicopters that I see you do. Yeah. Or that I see appearing at the start of the levels sometimes.
Yeah, they have our thing in a box.
You know. Very Warhammer.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Oh, dude,
Eh.
Warhammer EDF would be amazing.
Oh, it would be stupid.
It'd be the
It would
best.
be fun.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds
Like-
like a good idea.
I actually really like the EDF formula of just kind of. Whoa! My helicopter dropped my rocket tank on Gemroth's mech, or Pyro's mech, which was weird. But like, I really like the formula of, you know, kind of RPG mechanics, but mostly just like you versus a shit ton of enemies. And I
Yeah.
would love to play this in different settings, like.
It'd be funny. It'd be fun to fight the orcs in particular,
Yeah.
or the Necrons. Oh, the Necrons would be a lot of fun to fight.
Actually, hell, this would be fun in like the StarCraft universe. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Well, that's basically the Warhammer universe.
also true. The only thing is I like how digestible StarCraft is over Warhammer, because Warhammer is dense.
Yeah, Warhammer is very dense and very lore heavy for ultimately not that interesting for how dense it is. If that makes sense, because like there's a lot of like factual information that goes into the lore. What am I trying to say? There's a lot of trivia. Trivia is what I meant to say. There's a lot of trivia to the lore of Warhammer, but ultimately it's just kind of the same variations on like, this sucks. This is like a a statement on like religious themes, and then you just multiply that across like nearly every story, and then that's pretty much the lore of Warhammer, in my opinion. Not to say that that's not kind of fun and interesting, but the lore of Warcraft and Starcraft is a lot slimmer by comparison.
Yes. Admittedly, Warcraft
Oh, hey,
is starting to
here
get
they
a bit out of hand, because...
Well,
Well.
WoW, you know,
Yeah.
WoW threw so much lore at everything, it's kind of getting ridiculous there.
PvP EDF, somebody controls the bugs. It'd be cool if they did it well.
I'd like it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, so many people have tried it, but I actually really would love the whole, like, RTS, like, you know, competitive
FPS
strategy
combo.
game. Yeah, with a bunch of
Never
players.
worked. It's been tried so many
I
times,
know,
and
it
it
sucks
always
so
fails.
hard. It's like, oh god, I got a key for a, I got a key for a game recently. There's like RTS, RPG, FPS, sandbox, like, city builder combo. And I looked at it
Oh,
like
I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm down. But yeah, you looked at it, and let me guess, all the parts sucked.
It looked worse than Morrowind from just sheerly a visual and UI standpoint, and I was just like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, that game. Yep. Yeah, the graphics in it are pretty shitty. And it's not in like a Factorio way, because, like...
well, Factorio is more
Factorio-
of, it's almost
could
like a
look
stylistic
past-
thing at this point.
Almost, but you could also look past Factorio because it was 2D.
Yeah.
Like, you can get away with a lot shittier graphics in 2D, because, I don't know, that's just like what we accept. But like, shitty 3D is just automatically so much worse.
I will die now. Oh, no, didn't die. Oh, I'm a lucky buck. Oh, and now I'm dead. Whoops. Oh, that's interesting. So I've,
Oh, here come the flies.
there's a game that I'm covering called Immortal Planet, which is actually really good. You might like it.
It looks pretty cool. I definitely want to try
Okay, you
it.
saw it, yeah. But the
Yeah.
writer's hanging out in my my chat on YouTube. But he's just throwing up game ideas that he'd love to see. Like a co-op horror game where one person controls the scares. That'd actually be kind of cool if you were like the man with the levers in the haunted mansion. Not like the monster, but like you could like trigger where the monster kind of goes and like what rooms are ooky spooky and stuff like that. Like that actually would be would be kind of boss.
It's like that one game you played that you hated.
Which one?
The one that you played with Stainless.
Oh. What? Resident Evil 7?
No. The other
Outlast.
one where you were, where somebody was actually like the slasher.
Oh. Well, but that
Yeah.
was that's Dead by Daylight, which is like one person is the slasher guy. That's kind
Yeah.
of that's impossible to balance because they almost always win just because they can't give the escapees too much power.
Right. Now, so, wasn't there a scene in the Silent Hill movie, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a scene where, like, the husband and the wife were both at the school in the parallel
Yes.
worlds,
Yes.
and where the husband was, like, walking around, that's where Pyramid Head was? Was that a scene in the movie, or am I like, misremembering it?
You know what? You might be right. I think I kind of remember
I
that.
don't know. I always thought that that was like the coolest concept. And imagine if that was a video game. It's a cooperative video game where like one player is inadvertently like controlling the monster, but it's also cooperative, so they have to like work together. But you also have to like coordinate and move around the monster, which is like controlled by your own position. Or it could be like a weird like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that could be really, really badass. But I'd have to think about it more in depth to like solidify like an actual, you know, game out of the idea.
Choose loadout.
Lady Bird says that they were in the same place in the school, but in parallel worlds. But Pyramid Head was not actually
Okay.
where the
They
husband
did have a
was.
section where they were in the house in the very end.
Okay. I didn't
but that was-
like that movie. I liked
It was
that
okay.
movie, but I also didn't like it. Like I
It
don't
was
know.
the best video game movie adaptation I think I've ever seen,
yes,
which sadly is not
still
saying
is,
much.
in my opinion. I watched the Castlevania cartoon all the way through. I don't know if we'll podcast it or not, but it's on my mind because, you know, we just talked about video game adaptations. I thought that that was incredibly pretty. Good
Yeah.
lord, is it beautiful. The animation quality is awesome. The painted backgrounds are good. The 3D to 2D, you know, computer-aided stuff was fairly well blended together. Wasn't,
Yeah.
you know, the greatest. but
The
it was
anime
good.
industry is definitely getting better at it, especially anything made by the Netflix people.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Well, they have money to like really pay the really talented people to do it, I think.
Well, also Netflix has realized that it's an incredibly popular niche that they
Yes.
can exploit like crazy because
Yeah.
there's a lot of products that like Japan might not fund, but an
Yeah.
American company very well could.
Yeah. But my god, the writing in the
Was bad.
Castlevania cartoon. Dude, it didn't feel. If you had told me that that was about Castlevania, I would be like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it is. It felt as far away as possible from Castlevania as one could
It was
get.
campy and kind of self-righteous, but I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I will not like lose sleep over it if it doesn't get a season 2.
No.
But like, Castlevania to me is a nonsense world full of bullshit where it's like a Belmont whipping like mummies and then like mermaids and then Draculas and like nothing makes sense. You fucking find wall chicken. Like, why?
I
why
was so
did they
disappointed
try
they didn't make
so
a wall chicken joke.
Why did they
during
try so hard to make it make sense? That's like that's not what they should have done. They should have made it stupid and bullshit. That's what everyone wanted to see.
True.
I don't know. It did not ever feel like Castlevania at any time when I was watching it.
I'm actually really
and
disappointed
the
they didn't
worst-
make a wall chicken.
I know. The worst episode was episode 3 because nothing happened the entire episode, and I was like, I wanted. It opens with him whipping people, and that's cool, and it closes with him whipping people, and that's cool. But then the middle part is just him like yelling at priests for the entire cartoon.
To be fair, the idea of just yelling at like kind of Renaissance era priests is kind of amusing to me.
It is amusing. It's not Castlevania.
No,
there
it's
was
not.
no goddamn Castlevania game where like there's an act where Trevor Belmont goes up and he's just like, "You there, priest? You need to leave this place."
Apparently, like a lot of the lore actually like was established in the old games. Just nobody knows about it because like who looked.
How?
Also, it was probably elsewhere.
The lore was established in the old games.
I
with
was
no-
reading the wikis
Was it in
and I
the
was
fucking
just,
manuals?
I was reading the wikis and I was just like, wait a second, this is in there? The lore is this deep?
How was it? Was it just written in the manuals and in the game they were like, we don't need to bog our players down with all this bullshit. Like that I buy. But like, how does the lore make any sense where it's like Dracula is the end boss and the Grim Reaper is not? Like that doesn't make any goddamn sense. The Grim Reaper is more powerful than Dracula, but
I don't think the Grim
It's
Reaper
Castlevania.
gave a shit. The Grim Reaper is just like, oh, hey Drac, you want me to guard this like random area? Gotcha, sure. You owe me $30. Don't got shit to do otherwise.
According to a member of my chat, U.S. currency did not exist during the Middle Ages, so on you.
I mean, they're right.
I know. I'm just giving them a hard time now. But man, pretty show.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful. It's very interesting to me because wasn't the first anime that Netflix attempted to do, that was Seven Deadly Sins, right? And that sucked.
Maybe? I was thinking it was Knights of Sidonia was probably one of the first, and that was decent. I didn't like it because it was depressing as shit, but...
Oh, interesting. I never heard of it. Sounds like a Muse song.
Apparently in the Castlevania Sorrow games, it reveals that Dracula is basically the super devil.
Oh.
And that death is a minion because death sucks. I get... Did I just get... I got something awesome, but I don't think I can use it.
Very hard to kind of stay on topic when playing this video game. I almost feel a little bit bad sometimes. That we
It's
just
okay.
basically use it as an opportunity to
I've had a
podcast
ton of
again.
people approach me and just say, we love how you just don't care. And I'm like, sweet.
Man, that is carte blanche to do whatever the hell you want at that point.
Yep.
Good on you. Those are good fans right there. Castlevania Season 2 is coming out soon. Good for them. I'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
I hope that they make it suck less. I think the writing sucked less because it was good. It was actually really good. It's just like I want it to be even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see this right now. Castlevania was renewed for Season 2. So good for them. Longer episodes than the first season. Alright.
Huh. Longer episodes instead of more. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
like
fight
I said,
scenes were definitely good.
The creator says that he wants the episodes to be both longer and better. So
Nice.
I wish him well. Those are very good goals to strive for.